Hello everybody, here a new video from Rene from Spain, and I'm really in the mood to make this video because I'm going to show this bag with a lot of tapes, vinyl and CDs I have been playing at work during November, of course, and the last weeks of October. I like to show quite a lot. This time I don't talk much about each album, but I'm going to start with Storm Witch, Walpurgis Night. This is such a great record. I think it's from '84. You have amazing songs on here like Priest of Evil, uh, Skull and Crossbones, the title track. They were such a great band, Stormwitch, especially the first 4 or 5 albums were all amazing. But it was the earlier days and where they were sounding like pure heavy metal. Later it became a little more commercial, but this is really great stuff. Let's go on with some more vinyl. Def Leppard with Pyromania. What I can say about this album, from 1983, amazing classic. Not much I can say about it. Just very, very good. On Mercury Records. Vertigo. Not Mercury, Vertigo. Yeah. So many great songs on here. Fooling is one of my favorite songs. Rock Till You Drop. Funny, fun song. Billy's Got a Gun. Rock of Ages, was a big single for the band. Okay, now we go with Screamer. And this is, if I'm not mistaken, the self-titled album by the band. They were from Sweden. I think they were from Sweden, yes. And yeah, great songs like Rising, Keep on Walking, Never Going Down. Check out this band if you like traditional heavy metal, hard and heavy at some places too. Also, it has some new wave of British heavy metal influences too. Screamer. I think they are from Sweden. Here we have an album I haven't seen, I think never in the VC. They were part of the new wave of British heavy metal. And this is a very melodic album with Deborah Ingham on vocals, female vocalist. At least on this album, Satanic Rites is the name of the band, and No Use Crying is the name of the album. I think they have maybe some more releases, but I never hear them. I only have this one, and I really never checked them more out. I just bought this maybe 20 years ago, and I never looked for more by this band. Okay. Recently, the vocalist died from this band. Mark Free. Of course, he's changed from a man to a woman, like maybe 20 years ago, I guess. I always say 20 years ago. Time flies, and I don't really know when it was. Hard AOR, hard and heavy, more hard and heavy than AOR. Yes. There's one song here that was written by Bob Halligan Jr., the guy that also wrote for Icon. The second album is practically all written by this guy, and he wrote for Lee Aaron, for Kicks, even for Judas Priest. He wrote Some Heads Are Gonna Roll, for example, or he co-wrote that song from the Defenders of the Faith album. And this one I listened to the 31st of October. Great soundtrack of the B movie Black Roses. Still a cool movie. I have the movie on DVD. And here we have King Cobra's on here. Lizzie Borden. And then Bang Tango. Hallows Eve. Legendary soundtrack. Another soundtrack is Highlander 2 soundtrack. And here we have, for example, Glenn Hooch is here. But also we have the band Notorious. And Notorious was a band formed by the Diamond Head vocalist and Robin George. You know, the guitar player Robin George, you know, from the song Hardline. He was also part of that band. And they're on here too. The Lou Gramm band also had a song here. From Foreigner, of course. Yeah. It was really the musicians from Shadow King, Lou Gramm and Vivian Campbell, you know, and it was produced song by Bob Ezrin, that we know, of course, from Alice Cooper and Kiss fame. One Dream was the name of that song. Here we have a band from Scotland, Glasgow. Again, part of the new wave of British heavy metal, but they sound more like hard and heavy. You know, I call them hard and heavy, the style, you know. Melodic metal, I would say. If you like heavy petting, I think you will like this band too. Or even mid-80s Tokyo Blades. Just to name some bands. Glasgow. There's more vinyl here. Of course, I want to show some tapes. The Rods with Heavier Than Through. I don't know. My English is not so good, eh? You can see it here. And here we have this limited to, I don't know how many copies, but anyway, on High Roller Records, it's a re-release. And here we have the vocalist of the band, of the Dutch band Horizon. And he also sung with band Picture from Holland. But later he became the Rods vocalist, and he's on this album. Check out the song Crossfire. I really love the song Crossfire. It's like, sounds like Uriah Heep from the mid-80s. Love keyboards, very melodic, very cool. Listen to this tape by Barricada, Spanish hard rock band, I would say. Cool songs on here. La Araña is the name of the album. See a tape here. See the lyrics, photo of the band. This is from the mid-90s. Galus, 1992. I think this is the second full-length album, if I'm not mistaken. They were quite popular in Spain for a while. They also played in Madrid in a big stadium, opening for different bands. I think they opened also for Iron Maiden in Europe. I know Steve Harris is a big fan of this band. And the daughter of Steve Harris, she, on one of her solo albums, she did a cover song by the band Gun. I listened to a lot of black thrash metal tapes, but I think I will maybe show that in a different video. I think so, because it's not... I also want to keep it hard and heavy, you know. But here we have a Scorpions, famous, quite a famous compilation with, of course, 70s tracks, songs from the 70s. This came also out on LP and later also on CD. This is the first part. There was also a second part. The best of Scorpions. You can't go wrong with that. So many amazing songs on it. Okay, let's go with some CDs. I listened to some Def Leppard. Adrenalize. I really love this album. Let me see. I listened to this Def Leppard maxi single. This is a song from the album Slang. Also listen to this maxi single radio promo by the band Heart. It's from the 90s, 94 I think it is. Will You Be There in the Morning by Heart. Check out that song, it's a really great song. Some more The Rods. Well Dogs. Iconic artwork here, of course. Strong album again. I really love The Rods. Nice tape on High Roller Records. It was re-released not so long ago. See? Nice pictures by the band. Heavy rock, heavy metal, traditional. You listen to it once and you like it straight away. It's just killer stuff. You know, very energetic. Just a trio, but they sound like if there were 6 guys on stage. Here we have a rare tape. This is a very rare one. It's a promo tape. Released in the in like 86, I think it is. It's super rare. It has they're promoting here Life After Death video, the video pieces, and behind the Iron Curtain video, and also the albums. You see all the albums that they had till Somewhere in Time. Just had a few songs on it. Phantom of the Opera, Wasted Years, Run to the Hills, Flight of Icarus, 2 Minutes to Midnight, and that's it. Just a nice introduction to Iron Maiden back in the day, 86. Here we have the Spanish band, No Pression, with the album Vision. You know, they sounded quite a lot like Pantera back in the day, or even mid-90s Aspid, you know, another band from Spain that actually changed from being a great heavy speed metal band with their first EP, and later they started making albums sounding much more like Pantera, Machine Head, and stuff like that. I really love the first EP by Aspid from 89. Oscuras Reflexiones or something like that. I have it on vinyl. It's a great one. But anyway, this is a different band. No Pressure. From, I think it's from 94, I think it is. I listened to the day would know. Dressed to Kill by Kiss. I listened to this around when Ace Frehley died. I thought I would listen to some Kiss. This is a nice tape. Not much more to see here because it's just see the songs. See, there's not much you can see. There's nothing else. Before, a lot of times the tapes were like this. more in the late 80s and during the 90s, the tapes became more sophisticated, you know, with liner notes, more photos. What more I want to show? Maybe I want to show this Ted Nugent tape. With a little note for this one. Ted Nugent. Penetrator. Early 80s. I'm going to check exactly. This is the 8th album by the band, by Ted Nugent. Brian Ho on vocals, on quite a few songs. You know, he was later, of course, in Bad Company. We also have Kevin Russell on here from 707. Todd Howard from Friendly Comet. And we have the song Draw the Line that was written by Bryan Adams. And the cool thing is, I just talked about Robin George, Going Down Fighting was done and written by Robin George. You know, very cool. I mean, he done on his EP, I think he released an EP before this one came out. This came out in 84, by the way. It's important to make sometimes little notes like this, because like that you remember things. If not, maybe, you know, some people, I mean, I forget, because I have like so many records, I cannot have everything in my brain. It's impossible. Two more, the Rods albums. This is actually the debut album. That was hard to find before. And now, you know, thanks to High Roller Records, you can get it. I think also on CD and on vinyl. This is one of my favorites, the Rods albums. Yeah. And I also listen to some recorded tapes. This is Las Baladas Heavies de la Emisión Pirata. These are tapes I made myself. I mean, from a CD, from a double CD. I recorded them on these tapes back in, I think in 98. This was released. See, on this, I put it on these tapes. I listened to them. Yeah, I have more things, but the video is already long enough, I think. And I'm going to stop it now, okay? I hope you liked it, and stay metal, everybody.